Everyone's celebrating Demon Slayer's success, but there's a problem nobody's talking about. Look, I'm genuinely happy for the fans right now. This movie is breaking every single record imaginable. We're talking history-making numbers that are literally rewriting how the world sees anime. But while everyone's posting their theater reactions, buying merchandise, and celebrating on social media, there's something that's gonna hit different once the hype settles down. And honestly, when you find out what I'm about to tell you, you might start questioning whether this massive success is actually good news or bad news for fans. The more successful this gets, the more complicated things become behind the scenes. So let me break down exactly what's happening that nobody's prepared for. First, let me give you the absolutely mind-blowing numbers because they are incredible. Infinity Castle Part 1 just crossed 607 million worldwide in just 3 weeks, officially making it the highest-grossing Japanese film in global box office history. To put that in perspective, it beat Spirited Away's record that stood for over 20 years. In the US alone, 70 million opening weekend, that's not just the biggest anime opening ever, that's bigger than most Marvel movies. This thing demolished Superman, 615 million total, crushed Fantastic Four, and is currently sitting as the 7th highest grossing movie of 2025 globally, not anime movie. All movies! Forbes, CNN, major news outlets are all saying anime has officially become a dominant force in entertainment. But here's where things get complicated and why I said there's a problem that's gonna test every fan's loyalty. You see, this unprecedented success comes with a catch that nobody saw coming. Because while Part 1 is shattering records and making history, the release schedule for Parts 2 and 3, that's where the celebration might turn into frustration. And trust me, when you hear these dates, you're gonna understand why some fans are already saying this success feels bittersweet. Part 2 isn't coming until 2027. Part 3, 2029. We're not talking about a typical year-long wait between seasons. We're looking at a 4-year journey just to see how this trilogy concludes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, they've been pumping out seasons regularly. Here's the brutal truth. Crunchyroll CEO literally went on record saying there's urgent pressure to get more Demon Slayer content out because the fan base demand is unlike anything they've seen. But Aniplex and Ufotable haven't even started pre-production on Part 2 yet. The reason? This level of animation quality takes an insane amount of time. Part 1 took 3.5 years to produce. They started working on this back in 2022, before Swordsmith Village even finished airing. Every single frame is handcrafted to movie standards, and you literally cannot rush that process without destroying the quality that made this successful in the first place. This success is creating a domino effect across the entire industry. Other studios are now under massive pressure to deliver movie quality animation, which means longer production times for everything. We're potentially looking at the end of the traditional seasonal anime model for major franchises. Think about this. By the time Part 3 drops in 2029, it'll be a full decade since Demon Slayer first aired in 2019. Kids who started watching this in middle school will be college graduates. The original voice actors will be 5 years older, the fan base will have completely evolved, and who knows what the anime landscape will even look like. And here's something that's flying under the radar. Jump Festa 2026 inches December might give us our first Part 2 teaser or official announcement, but even that major reveal is still over a year away. The cast of Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Giyu, and Shinobu are confirmed to appear, so we might get some concrete information then. For streaming, you're looking at early 2026 before this hits Crunchyroll, about 6 months after theatrical release based on previous patterns. But by then, everyone will be asking the same question, was it worth the wait, and can you stay hyped for something that's literally years away? The manga readers obviously know how epic the ending gets, but anime-only fans, you're about to experience what Game of Thrones fans went through, except instead of a disappointing finale, you're getting an amazing one that's just impossibly far away. Some fans are already saying they're just gonna read the manga, others are committed to waiting it out for the full cinematic experience. There's no wrong choice, but this is unprecedented territory for a franchise this popular. So here's the bottom line. Demon Slayer just proved that anime movies can not only compete with Hollywood blockbusters, they can dominate them. But the price of that cinema quality perfection? We're all gonna be significantly older, potentially in completely different life stages by the time we see Tanjiro's story actually conclude. This might be the greatest anime success story ever, but it's also the longest goodbye. What do you think is maintaining this incredible quality worth a 4-year wait? Or would you rather have faster TV quality releases? And be honest, are you team wait it out or team just read the manga? If this reality check changed how you feel about the success, smash that like button. Let's hit 3,000 likes because this situation is complicated and deserves discussion. Subscribe for more anime industry deep dives that actually matter and help me reach 2,000 subs. Drop your honest thoughts below. I genuinely want to know how fans are processing this news.